Okay, folks, we're back at Eisenhower Park with another update on the Hurricane Helene debris collection process. And there's some really interesting view here. We're looking at the piles as we go in with the drone kind of high to avoid the trees because the drone is a tree magnet. We're looking at some excavators on the left hand side right there moving around piles of sawdust that happen to be smoking. And so when you have large piles of sawdust or chips and it rains, that can compact and heat builds up into them. And you can see again the lower left hand corner, the excavator is smoothing it out, getting rid of all of the smoking piles. And we're going to see some more of that. An excavator right in front of you also is doing the same thing. He's moving some sawdust around that has a little bit of smoke coming out of it. May have to look a little bit closer to see it, but yes, they are addressing that issue. There is still a huge amount of sawdust, or actually that huge skid steer's big brother on the right over there is moving some of it out too. You can see where the smoke was coming from, and yes, the excavator just found him a nice bite of it. So that's interesting to watch. Most people have never seen a internally combustible pile like that that's wet that will spontaneously combust without fire being put to it. Here we see a large pile of larger logs that are not going through the chipper. Well, yeah, it looks like they may be running those through the chipper now. Um, and here's again an excavator with smoke behind him coming from the sawdust pile. And we have a huge piece of machinery we're coming up on now that may be having maintenance done to it because it doesn't look like it's working, but the chipper is kicking it. It's going full blast, and we'll watch the chipper chew a little bit as they do. Yeah, that is looks like a large piece of machinery on the right hand side. It may be a different type of chipper that they are going to have to use because my understanding is that this particular area is going to have to be turned back over for parking for something that comes up in April. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but I heard it's going to have to be out. All of the stuff's going to have to be out of there before then, which most people who live in Augusta already figured. But the conveyor belt with the chips is rocking and rolling, and that's a pretty good sized log going into that shredder, chipper, whatever you want to call it. And it's just not even slowing down. That looks like probably a good 2.5 foot log, diameter log going through there. And but we have a lot of material to be chipped up, ground up, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to give you some views of just how much is left, how much has been picked up and has not been chipped up yet. And there is a ton of material at Eisenhower Park, and they have actually now opened a new repository at the sand pit off of Barton Chapel. I'll try to get out there and do some videoing in the next couple of days, and hopefully I can find a safe place to take off and land. But they're going to be chipping up material here at Eisenhower Park for quite a while, especially the big logs. I think they have one chipper here that's doing just the big logs, and he's feeding a conveyor belt and a really large pile of chipped up material. He really has a lot of large logs there. So we're going to move around and kind of give you a little bit more view of the different areas from different perspectives. Yeah, as an excavator, I think he's just feeding the chipper there. and there's another one going. So they've got two going full blast, fast as they'll go, but they may need a couple more. I think that's already been realized by the powers that be, that they're going to have to get a couple more chippers. There's that other large piece of equipment, and I feel like it's undergoing maintenance right now. It looks like a chipper also, with the top up, or the top over to the side, maybe changing blades, maybe putting a new chain or belt on it. I'm not sure exactly what they're doing. He's welding on it. Okay, I see. He must have got one of those logs with a wire wrapped up in it. But the chipper is going full blast at Eisenhower Park. So if you enjoy these videos, please give it a like and share it. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and ask your friends. The channel needs all the help it can get, so that I can go back out and keep everybody updated on the Hurricane Helene debris pickup. We're going up to 400 feet, and give you a bird's eye view of just how much stuff is out there. And believe me, there is a lot. Have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one.